What is up, guys? It's Alfonso, if you don't know. Obviously, I think everyone knows that who's watching this. My first training video in a very long time. I used to record it when I was back in college, but I honestly haven't done it in a long time. I'm also in prep. I think I'm like 30 weeks out. I really don't know. I'm just focusing on like the day by day. This is also something that I just always do, so like I really don't like keep it in mind. We're gonna take you guys through a push session. I can't talk. So I'm taking pre-workout game day for Man Sports, and then also some ISO EAA for Man Sports as well. So we're going to get into it. And also, shout out to TRIN3TY for always letting us shoot content in the gym. Really good people. You should definitely check them out. So we're doing a push session today. Like I said earlier, they're really focusing on warm up my shoulders before I actually get into like pressing movements from like my chest and my shoulders. So we'll start out first with some side lateral raises, move over to like an incline press, and a shoulder press, and then probably a regular chest press, flies, triceps, maybe a little more shoulders toward the end. So if anything, we'll probably just stay in this corner right here, which is really nice, and just utilize all these unique machines that they have that also move very well. So this is our first exercise. We're gonna get to it. So another thing that I do is I take a lot of warm-up sets, just like really feel good, because I actually want to like completely exhaust myself once I'm like getting into the exercise. I think a lot of people, they rush into like training, so they just do like maybe 1 or 2 warm-ups, which might be fine, but I feel like they're not operating at their full capacity. And with me, every time I train to it, like when I'm training in a set, I want to make sure I'm getting within that rep range that I want, just really taxing myself. So warming up a few times and then get into a working sets. I usually do 3 working sets per movement, so that's what you'll see. Whenever I'm kind of like warming up and I know I'm on my last warm up, I normally try the weight depending on the movement. And if I can get anywhere between 2 to 3 reps, I'm like, okay, this feels good, then I'll stop and then I'll make that my working set weight. My rep range has kind of changed between my sets, so usually set 1's like anywhere between 8 to 10, and then set 2 and 3 usually I just say anywhere between 10 to 14. All I know is that the last set, the 3rd set, I always train to failure, so whatever that falls into, which I want to fall into that 10 to 14 rep range. So we have 2 more sets here. Exercise 2, we just finished the side lateral raises. I think I explained this in the beginning, but I like warming up my shoulders better before getting the pressing movements because I feel a lot better. So next we're going to do the incline press, the hammer strength. 3 working sets here. We'll work up to a heavy top and then 2 back off, show more volume. So this is the second movement of the day. About to get into our top set, 3 plates and a quarter on the incline press. 2 things. 1, I might get more silent as the video goes on, just because like once you get really into my training sessions, I kind of like to really be in them. It's just an opportunity for me to like decompress and really focus on just like pressing and doing the things that you do so I can get better essentially. And then 2, a cue or just random thing on this, I see a lot of people set up on it. One thing that I always focus on is I think a lot of like lifts come from the ground up, so making sure I have good feet placement, my hips are pushed back into the pad, and then I'm pressing with obviously my chest and then my hands, my triceps as well. Because I see a lot of people like they let their feet just wiggle all over the place. They have no stability and no like core strength as well. So you notice I'll be pretty locked into this movement, but I'm also pushing a heavy load, so it's sort of necessary as well. So I'm gonna get to it, I guess. press. Pretty tired. It's also really hot. So we just got the shoulder press now. 3 working sets just like the last time. Same rep scheme as well. Same foot placement, starting from the ground up, and make sure we're actually pressing as well. Another thing I didn't mention on the chest press, whenever you're pressing, you always want to think about pressing with your biceps. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I feel like it really cues your chest. So whenever you're pressing with the incline, biceps to midline, so this right here, so you're locking out your biceps completely. Shoulder press, same thing, it's bicep to ears. So small little cue, and we're gonna get into it. So the next one we're doing, this is the 4th movement. We're just doing a machine chest press, 3 working sets, still the same rep scheme. The biggest thing as well, like I said, whenever you're pressing, we're going to be pressing biceps to midline. So I feel like a lot of people, hopefully you can hear me, people are definitely thinking of that. Whenever you're pressing, I explained it earlier, I want to explain it better. A lot of people, they'll leave a lot of elbow bend right here, which if they're fully contracting their chest, that's fine, but if you feel like you're not fully feeling in your chest, really bringing your biceps all the way in will really help contract your chest better, I feel like. So 3 working sets here, gonna get to it. So this is our 5th movement. We're just going with the chest fly now. You can do it on the cables, or you can do it on the machine. Personally, I'm a really big fan of this machine because it keeps you more stable, I feel like, and I also feel like I get a better contraction. So we have 3 working sets, just like all the other movements, and then we're moving to a tricep press down movement, and then maybe some abs, and then we'll be done. So, yeah. Final movement of the evening, we just have tricep press downs. Normally when it comes to my tricep movements, towards the end of a push session, or even biceps on a pull, I like to use it for a lot more metabolic work, in the sense of like, we're busting out a decent amount of reps within a short period of time. So if anything, the first set I'll probably do 20 reps, we'll try to go to 20 reps, 10 to 15 second break, as many as I can, close to 20, and then 10 to 15 second break again, and then my 3rd set, as many as I can, essentially the failure. More of like an intensifier movement in a way, something I personally really enjoy doing, because I also have an arm day that I like to use as like a recovery day as well, so I get my volume in and training arms in there as well. So final movement. So we just finished up the push workout. Hopefully you guys got some type of value out of that. One huge thing that I'm big on is education, and like actually educating people and understanding why I'm doing certain things, or just why we do certain things. I don't like when people just get on social media and it's like, we'll try this intense chest workout or push workout. It's, you know, and then it's just movements. I like explaining the movement and then how we're doing it, how we're executing it, the rep scheme, and different things like that. So hopefully some way, somehow I actually provided value and you actually liked it. And also again, thank you to TRIN3TY for letting us always shoot content here, stop by. Really good group of people. I'm super grateful that they let us use their gym. And then I was also trying to think of like how to close out the video, so that way it's just not like, hey, like, comment, subscribe, and all those different things, but maybe like leaving a daily thought, because I do think a lot throughout my day. It's something that I've been thinking about a lot today, is don't forget to do the internal work that it takes to be great. Because I feel like a lot of times people miss out on doing the work that they need to do internally in order to do the things that they want to do externally. Like even doing this video, if I wouldn't have done the internal work, I wouldn't be talking because I used to be a really shy kid. So yeah, hopefully that helped you guys out. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you to LD Eats for shooting the video, and see you again.